¿Qué pasa, YouTube? What's up, everybody? So, we are here at the end of a very long 4-month journey of the beginning of P4G up until our abrupt ending in week 1 of playoffs due to some very bad luck. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who stuck with me from the beginning through the middle up until near the very end. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys had a favorite moment or had a favorite match during our season run of P4G. If you may have missed any battles, I'll leave a link to the playlist of all the P4G games down in the description, as well as a link to all of the coaches. And if you guys did enjoy our run, make sure to show off your support, hammer arm that like button down below. And this video is just going to be like a quick little recap of the season and just like my feelings on it and what I thought and all that shenanigery. One thing though I do want to quickly address is our playoff game, which, as I mentioned, unfortunately came to a very abrupt hacksy ending. And if you guys would like to see me rage and be angry about hacks, then definitely go check out that video. Now obviously I know some of you guys did not enjoy the video. Some of you guys definitely pointed out that I might have not handled it as well as I could have. Some of you guys said I handled it as best I could, and realistically I think I could have definitely at least been more positive throughout the entire video. Like, I shouldn't have been entirely too negative as I was. I will definitely take that away from it. But at the same time, the game was just frustrating from beginning to end, and just, yeah, it is what it is. That is in the past. We are beyond that, and I didn't want to post comment because I don't want to be fake with you guys, and I don't want to pull the this is my YouTube, so I upload what I want. But I don't want to like put on a fake smile for you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. If I'm happy, you guys will see it. If I'm angry, you guys will see it. And that playoff game was one of those instances where you guys saw me just kind of being frustrated and annoyed at Pokemon. But yeah, it was all in all still just a really good, fun season, and hopefully I didn't lose too many of you guys after that playoff game. But as I mentioned, that's in the past. No, there's not going to be many videos like that, obviously. So yeah, we are beyond that. That was yesterday on Saturday. It is now today on Sunday, and we have left P4G in our past for now. But I will definitely be coming back for season 3. I think most likely I'll definitely be coming back depending on whenever it starts. And this season, like I said, was really good for us. Like, we played a lot of good coaches. We played CrimsonCBAD, we played Dan, we played my boy KyleAye, we played Elliot as well. I think that was actually our final week. We faced some people I never even heard of until this season started, like Mewtwo fan Nate, Cykomore, and Professor EX. Also, we battled my boy Kelly, a really good draft league player. Definitely check him out, UnderTheRadar. I think he's actually in the next week of playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, good luck to him, and he's actually the season 1 champion. But we faced a lot of great coaches and managed to meet a lot of awesome people. And as I said earlier, all their channel links and stuff is going to be down below in the description, as well as a playlist to all my P4G matches if you guys would like to go see them or just rewatch them for whatever reason. And yeah, another really good thing about this season was that I really liked my draft. There was only like 1 or 2 real things I didn't like about it, and the main issue I think about the draft was that for a good majority of the weeks, from like week 2 to like week 13, I was almost building essentially with only 10 Pokemon instead of 11, and that is because Excelgor, I felt like Excelgor was the weakest link of our entire draft, honestly. Like, I didn't initially have a lot of high hopes for Excelgor, but I thought that I would have been able to at least bring it more often than I would have brought it, when the only 2 times I brought it were because those 2 matches really didn't matter, and I was like, oh, I just kind of want to use Excelgor. So yeah, Excelgor is not by any means like a terrible Pokemon. It's kind of straightforward on what it does. It's a very fast potential revenge killer, decent base 100 special attack, and then in a lot of matchups it can run modest most of those times, so it can definitely take advantage of that speed. Also, spikes is always excellent. It also gets access to Baton Pass. I was really hoping to try like a Baton Pass set into like maybe something like Victini or Garchomp this season, but just never was able to fit it into like any final versions of the teams that I possibly brought. Speaking of Victini, Victini is an absolute monster. Definitely loved using that again this season. Was really hoping that it could take us to a victory. Unfortunately though, it did not, but I will definitely be using it again in future drafts that I will be joining, or maybe I'll have it next season. Who knows? You never know. And actually, one big surprise about the draft that I had was KyleAye. Like, initially, I wanted Bronzong, and then Dan ended up picking Bronzong the same round that I was going to pick it, so he picked it a couple picks before me, and I had to settle with KyleAye. And I really did not have a full grasp of just how amazing KyleAye was really going to be. I don't know if I drafted around it like really good, or if it just had amazing matchups, or the fact that it was one of our Z-move mons made it just that good of a Pokemon. Like I said this in the draft analysis video, and I said this in like the initial live stream that we had when we were picking, but KyleAye is definitely one of those Pokemon that just has become so much better because of Z-moves. Just being able to have that one turn where you can just absolutely nuke a counter or nuke some wall on your opponent's team to allow your team to then be able to have an advantage just makes it so much better. KyleAye, the hell? KyleAye definitely is a monster with Z-moves. Like, I 100% recommend you guys to draft KyleAye. Draft it with Z-moves and you will never be disappointed. Not only can it be a great sweeper, it can be a good assault vest mon, a great support mon, has access to rocks, Volt Switch, great double dancer, rock polish, swords dance, and calm mind, has some very solid bulk as well, and just all in all is really an amazing Pokemon. Another huge surprise was actually Mega Aerodactyl. Fun fact, KyleAye was number 2 with overall KOs at the end of P4G, and then Mega Aerodactyl was number 7 for overall KOs at the end of the season. So yeah, we had 2 Pokemon in the top 10 KOs in this season of P4G, which is really awesome in my opinion. And Mega Aerodactyl was one of those Pokemon that I had a lot of high hopes for. I needed it to do so much for the team, being able to potentially defog or get up rocks, be a potential revenge killer, or just breaker, and it did everything it needed to do just about every single week. I think that I didn't miss a single Stone Edge with Mega Aerodactyl. Outside of Aqua Tail, I never missed Stone Edge, which is really awesome, man. Mega Aerodactyl, another just really great mon. Because it is so insanely fast, it was able to just run Adamant in just about every single matchup and have a lot of HP investment to have that bulk, and it was still able to run speedy sets, being able to outspeed a lot of common like choice scarfers in people's drafts and whatnot, and having access to home claws also made it a possible setup sweeper, which was really cool. All in all, KyleAye and Mega Aerodactyl I think really surprised me this season. Klefki and Excelgor, again, I think Excelgor was mainly the weakest link of our draft. Klefki was kind of like the second weakest link, but the thing about Klefki is that I honestly don't think it should be a tier 2 Pokemon. Like, it was tier 2 in P4G, and I'm gonna vouch for it to be moved to tier 3 for next season, but tier 2 I think is way too high for Klefki, and it's not really a bad Pokemon. Like, yeah, priority spikes, Thunder Wave, and dual screens and all that is really good, but outside of that, it doesn't really do much else. It just kind of sits there and just takes hits and hopefully gets up hazards and dual screens, which it did pretty well in our matchups. We ended up going 11-4, finishing with a differential of plus 30, making us number 1 overall, which was awesome. Our 4 losses were a little bit upsetting, of course, but you can't win them all. I definitely think I could have played most of those games a lot better, and I should have played them a lot better, but hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and we still managed to end off the season as number 1. And as I mentioned, I really felt the season was good for us. I definitely had a blast. All the coaches are awesome. Definitely check them out once more. KyleAye, of course, the founder, my boy, definitely check him out, and hopefully again we can come back for season 3, and in season 3 hopefully we can make it to the finals and take that championship that we might have been able to have this season. But yeah, guys, that is all I have to say. Really had a blast. Again, thank you so much for supporting me through this season. I was thinking of maybe making like a little montage video of like funny moments or like cool moments that happened through this season. I'm not entirely too sure, but if you guys would like to see it, then yeah, let me know in the comment section below, as well as what your possible favorite matches or favorite moments of this season were. So with that being said, guys, hammer arm that like button down below. Our P4G season 2 run is over, but I am still in the GBAD league, so if you guys would like to keep watching draft content, those battles are uploaded on Sundays, so you guys can go check those out. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you all tomorrow. So later, everybody.
No matter where you're at, I'm not here to make friends, it's time to attack and deplete your HP with a final smash. Don't make me turn around and pull a 6-foot hacks. 6 foot hacks. Yeah. 6 foot hacks. Yeah. 6 foot hacks.